Hello everybody, my name is AuXDubz and welcome back to a brand new Feed the Beast episode, and today I am alone. It's going to be one of the episodes where, sadly, Flair is not with me to work on Dun 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 Incorporated, because we have not got a name for the corporation we are working on in our base, and you're finding me in the mine at the moment. We're actually quite high, we're at block 44, so yeah, loads of coal around here. And that is the one and only thing I've been in search of. And look how much coal I have in my inventory. Oh my god, I've been just mining and mining. It was about half an hour, but been trying to clear out this cave underneath our house. And down there's a little bit which I haven't explored, but the big thing about Feed the Beast is when you go mining, you don't necessarily mine every single ore you see, because sometimes annoying. Oh my god. This is just my luck. It's been raining so much lately. I believe we may have the problem which the MineCrew dudes are having, where it literally rains every few seconds. But I think ours rains for a little bit longer, for longer periods. But I've been noticing kind of a lot of rain. But yeah, as I was saying about the ores, I mean, honestly, if you wanted to mine all the ores in one cave, you'd be mining for hours on hours. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of ores. And especially when it comes to the mega ores, which we were finding in the first episode, where I think it was silver has up to, a vein of the size of about 2 stacks of actual proper ore. And someone trying to message me on Skype. I will ignore Kieran if you are watching this. But yeah, so we are going to be doing something kind of interesting today, and I'm going to be doing this without Flair because I know Flair wants to be involved with. Wait a minute. Oh, so, okay. For some reason, these barrels are see-through. That is very unusual. Let me quickly reconnect a second. Aha, it's hidden. You can't see the IP. There we go, finally. And look, I've got my chat off. It doesn't tell you the IP in the chat, but that was a little bit unusual. For some reason, these textures were just like disappeared. But anyway, yeah, so we've got some barrels set up with some items. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But let's head on into the base. I really can't remember what I was just talking about. What was it? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the good idea which we have. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason why I've been coal mining so much lately is because we've been going and sucking through around about 5 stacks of coal a day. And sometimes even more, especially when we were, smelting all these ores and from last episode, and oh my god, it took ages, and macerating them, and then smelting again, and doing so much with them, and I'm a little bit fed up, because, to be honest, that drained our supply of coal, and I think in here, we got, let's have a look, one of these chests, we got a little bit of coal here, but apart from that, if I can reach these buttons to sort it, there we go, apart from that, and what we just got, we are really, really low on coal, because this will go within a day quite easily. And yeah, so today we're going to be undertaking a new project, which, as I said, will not be with Flair, but he will see it when he hops on the server, and it is to do with water mills. Yeah, very interesting, I know. During the server when I was not recording, me and Flair tried to do wind power. Here we've got windmills, but unfortunately they weren't working properly, they weren't actually turning on, and I think we were doing it wrong, like at the wrong height or something unusual like this. And then after that we started on our base. Yeah, look at this. It's starting to take shape already. So from here, when we first come in, we haven't really planned out too much on the rooms. I'll show you this room over here because that's where we're going to be working on, just around that corner. But from here we have no idea what's going to be happening. Might be some stairs around here, I don't know. We just wanted to go for a really abnormal idea, maybe some glowstone in these little slots, and I really want to start going to the Nether because there are lots of possibilities, or there's loads of places where glowstone needs to be. And if I just come into this room here, you can see now that block was not. Some weird things have been happening to our place. But yeah, that block wasn't there, and as you can see in this room here, it splits off into more rooms. Awesome, I know, but you've got to remember we are still in a mountain, so we have got a limited amount of space, so we can't go crazy, but you know, it is kind of thick this way. But for example, if I go this way, just behind this piece of dirt is the side of the cliff. So to be honest, you know, left and right we don't have much room, but up and down we have tons of room. We have, if I jump up one block, if you look over here, or if I get my mouse over here, we are at block 100, and for some reason the map is cut off a little bit. I know I've been having some really weird recording problems. I've been having it for ages. You probably noticed from like Mine United back in the last episodes of it, the chat was cut off and stuff, and I'm still having it now, but anyway, that's a separate problem altogether. But yeah, so this is the base so far. We've sort of made a little lounge sort of center room here. Obviously there'll be up and down, but this is going to be mainly where the mechanical stuff happens. Maybe we'll have like a chest room here, a machinery room here, and the main plan was actually going to have like a power room, so you know, the MFSE, I can't remember the way, let's have a look at these, MFSU or MFE, I can't remember which one's better, but have one of these in here to show all of our power. And they have, I mean, for example, in the generators, or I think actually no, not the generators, if I just take away that, in the bat box, if we have a spare one in here, place this down, it's going to hold up to 40,000 EU power, which is energy units, I think that stands for. But I think something in the region of 600,000 for a MFU. I can't remember how they get ready, but yeah, so that is a humongous difference. That's like 10 of these, or I don't know my maths, but that is a lot more than a normal bat box. So that'll be probably in the middle, so we can, you know, we'll see, probably, I don't know, we will incorporate it somehow, maybe on the roof, but yeah, so this is going to be the sort of machinery floor. Maybe below we're going to have some farms and different projects where we're going to be working on, because hopefully we are going to be covering all the mods. And another mod which I really want to get over is Mistcraft, I think it's called, and that allows you to generate new worlds, and it is really interesting. It's not just a normal world. Some of them are crazy. For people who are like more advanced with Feed the Beast in general, or not really tech yet, a lot of their stories do include it, and it is really amazing. I think it's Direwolf? I don't know how you say his name properly, but especially the series he does on his SMP server, where he's with obviously all the people from Industrial Craft, all the mod makers, all play on this one really big server, and they pretty much obviously use all the mods to the full potential because they made it, for example. But yeah, they were using Mistcraft, and it is amazing what you can do with it. But anyway, let's get down to the main part of this video, and we're going to be creating some energy. So I created this room here. I need to put some TNT in these blocks just to clear the areas, but let's start off by actually making the watermill. And if I go into here, we can see how it's made. So the watermill. So when you make a watermill, you actually get 2 mills per one. So what we'll be hopefully going to be doing is, if I got these windmills, you'll see if I break them with a normal pickaxe, they're going to become generators, and that is what we need, because we don't need the windmills anymore, because I believe that the watermills actually need a generator. So we've literally completely knocked off actually making an iron furnace and going through all that process. So all we need now is 4 planks of wood and 4 sticks of both of them, and then we are already sorted with 4 watermills. That's what you call good progress. Right, so I need 8 of these and 8 sticks. So let's just craft them up. And do we have a crafting table? Yes, we do. I think this is just a normal crafting table, actually. I don't think I've actually made this into an automatic one, which holds the items. I'll try it in a second. Then we stick these in here, and there we go! Blungo! Watermills. Right, is this an automatic one? No, I'll make that automatic in a minute, but let's just try and see if we can find this TNT. There we go, we've got 4 levers, which is correct. Alright, let's do something which I'm being very looking forward to, because this whole base has pretty much been mined out of TNT. I've used it to the best of my advantage, because I had a night last night where I was like, do you know what, creepers have done me enough deal, and I just literally went out for about a few day night cycles just going around killing creepers, and I did enjoy it completely. So I'm going to put a block right on top of these, because especially for this dirt, sometimes the explosion, obviously there's a hole there, expands a little bit more, so it might even break some of this dirt, which I don't really want it to do. It might even do it now, but we'll see. And that is the wrong block to detonate that with. 1, 2, and I think it's going to attack the sand as well. Or maybe not. Okay, that's not too bad. Ooh, perfect holes all the way. Oh, that worked perfectly, except for that one little block down there. Oh, nice. That worked exactly how I wanted it to work. Oh, that is cool. Right, so... that's made me happy now. Alright, so now we've got that done, we need to now get some buckets and start filling up some water. Because we need to start off with making a source, infinite water source blocks up here. And then we'll just break the blocks underneath to then, you know, make it go all the way bottom. And in the center block of this whole thing, which should be the block I'm standing on now, would be the water mill. And I actually got told, and I've watched this on quite a few videos, the most efficient way for the water mill to work is to have the middle block actually as the, you know, as the water mill with actual water surrounding it. I can't talk today. I can never talk in my videos, but surrounding it and all blocks around it. So yeah, so that's all sorted. So let's go and make some buckets, and I'm actually going to just put these somewhere. Let's place these down for now. We can always destroy them with a wrench, and let's go and craft some buckets. Okay, so let's try and use these barrels, which I don't think you guys have seen yet. So all you need to do is you need to left click and it pops you out a stack of 64. And the really cool thing about these barrels is that, prepare for this because this is amazing, and the biggest thing ever, is that you can hold 64 stacks of 64, I believe, of one item in just one barrel. How awesome is that? Obviously you're limited down to it only being one barrel, but apart from that, that is just such a helpful thing. And I accidentally pushed the wrong button. So as you can see, we've got 5 stacks of 64 plus 19 extra little ingots. So yeah, that works very, very well. Now let's just jump here into our imaginary water pit, which was actually like naturally here, but I just have to expand it because it was a very nice drop-off point. Because we have not actually made an elevator yet, which we definitely need. Also, we have loads of projects and stuff which we just need to get going, but we should really don't have the time for. Anyway, let's get this over here, and maybe we can have one of our cheapskate mushroom stews which I made earlier, which I was bored. And let's go back up, and yeah, I will see you when we're back up there. Alright, so we are back up here, and that is a little bit of an annoying walk. Obviously you have to go all around there, up these little stairs, and oh my god, that takes so long. Anyway, so now we got 4... Yeah, sorry, I thought I only saw 3 then, but we got 4 buckets of water, which we can create one infinite source block, and we'll just use that one so we can just keep filling up the 4 buckets. So let's just create it here, somewhere kind of convenient. And then we can fill up these buckets here. So, let's put that there, that there, and there is a way of doing this properly first time, but looks like I cannot remember. So these middle blocks don't really matter, because obviously we do need a cable coming out the middle. So that will be there, but let's just be perfectionists and do it now, so we don't have to do it later. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put a water block there, and why is that not cleaning up? Do we have to actually do this all manually then? Or maybe I actually pushed it in to start off with in the wrong block. Maybe I should have put it in the middle blocks instead. Oh well. And there we go, that is a proper source block. So let's stick this all the way in here. I haven't really done too much research about these, so hopefully they have no chance of exploding. Because if they do explode without, like, I don't know, they might even need something. I haven't even used these before. But let's have a look then. So, do you push that there? Oh, okay, that worked out pretty cool. So what does this actually do? Does that, like, put energy in it, or does it do it automatically? In theory, it would do it automatically, because it is in water. Oh well, I'm going to give it a little kick along, and it looks like it's full. So that should be producing power. I'm not going to start farming it yet. I'll connect it up at the end. but that's working on the second one. So let's try and put the source blocks of water in the middle now. Let's see if that changes it whatsoever. And actually, maybe to make it a little bit easier, I'll actually just block off the middle blocks. See if this makes a infinite source blocking easier. So if I just put these in the four corners, what will it actually do? Oh, is that? That looks like it's going down still. Let's don't really want to test it by nicking the water off the other one, so... Oh no, do not want to jump in there. Oh no, wrong block. Actually, it might be because there might be like a drop on the other side of this wall, so maybe that's why it's doing that. I'm hoping that is the right reason. I'm going to leave that, because that looks like it's all settled like this one. Because if it wasn't settled, it would look like... Well, you saw that little animation there, but it looked all screwed up. So that is all done on that side, and let's go on to the last two, which should be easier, because now we know what to do. So 1, 2, and a 3, and does this all fill out? Yeah, it looks like it, because that's exactly the same way we did it last time, so that is all full out. Right, let's just do this last one, and then we can start connecting them up to a temporary bat box, which will, I guess, just set up in the middle of the room here, so we can at least just set up a very quick motor room where we can have some macerators and stuff, so when we need to use and smelt stuff and macerate stuff, we can just easily plug them in until we got a permanent room all set up. Right, so let's get the second watermill in. And actually, let's just break all of these whilst we're at it. And we can put this one here. Break the block under, otherwise it'll be less efficient. Break this one below here. And let's just uncover these two from the deep. Alright, nearly done. So let's just stick this down here so we can actually place the watermill on here, and we actually have to fill these up with water. Actually, I'm going to leave one without any water in, because I want to see if it does automatically, because that would be a little bit easier than me keep having to fill it up, and I don't even know, do I have to fill it up every so often, or does it do it automatically? I have no idea. I need to do my Feed the Beast research on these. I've never really messed with this sort of power. I've always gone straight towards the solar panels, because I just noticed, and you know, Flair was telling me about this as well, to make solar panels and Feed the Beast, they are really kind of expensive. If I just have a look for myself, I haven't even looked yet, so let's see if it is as expensive as it sounds it to be. Right, that's another mod. It's called like Solar Panels Plus. Let's have a look at the normal solar panel. So we need some silicon cells. We need some... God, that's new. I have no idea what the hell they are. Oh, they're just okay. They're just electronic circuit. Awesome. Generator, but how do you make it? Oh, God, wow. We need a centrifuge. Okay, I have no idea how you make one of them. Let's have a look at this. So, centrifuge. So it was an industrial one. Holy crap, this is a little bit more complicated than it used to be. I know, we'll mess around with them another time, because they look a little bit too complicated for now. So let's get this cable set up with a bat box, which I've now got. And obviously at the top there will be one layer where it will be less efficient, because we would be, you know, using one of the blocks of the wires, but meh, it will be sorted out in the end. Right, stick that there, and stick that there. And we'll just link them up through the middle. Eventually it will probably go down from here, and then go into a sort of different sort of block radius. I have no idea what it's going to do, but from there I'll do something else, and all link up to their other machines, which will be all set up in a different room. So let's just get these set up and see if they actually work. I'm going to unlink this one here, and I want to see if they work without me putting any water in. So let's just stick the bat box in this block here. Are they filling up? No. If I connect this one, does the power go up? No. Is that the one? That is the one. What is going wrong here? I tested this in the test world earlier to see if they worked, but they don't seem to be wanting to work. Alright, that's unusual. Do we have to fill this up with more water, or is it too much water? Let's have a look. Completely put it on the wrong one. That's unusual. No, they don't go anywhere in there. This is all connected up, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. Maybe it's the wire I'm using? I don't think it would be. And it's not this connection, because this is the output. But let's have a look for testing purposes. So that's still all okay. And they're still not gaining any power. Alright, this is really confusing me. Because this all looks all set up to me. I mean, let's try and make some tin cables, see if they work. I'll just make some uninsulated ones for now. Do we have any tin? I think we have some. Get some tin there. So let's just take out a stack of 64, and we can just create some. That should be enough. That should be more than enough, actually. This will start an electrocutor, so if it does work, we will definitely know. Right, let's try and connect it up with the one which we have the water in already. Okay, so I'm not being electrocuted at the moment. Let's just turn this back around here, see if it's being... Ooh! Alright, so that's now... Oh, okay, ultra low current cable. That was an uninsulated cable. So why is that now working but the copper cable will not? That's what I'm wondering. So that is definitely now filling up. That's interesting. So what's different about the copper cable than it is the tin, which converts to the ultra low current cable? That means there should be a high current label, which cable, which will maybe see if it works, because then it will be able to transfer power a little bit quicker, which may make it a little bit more efficient. I'll look into it. But let's just try and connect all of these up, and let's see if it works without the any water in. Let's do that test quickly now. So connect this one up here. Is this still gaining energy? It is. Okay, that's cool. So it doesn't actually need the water in, but does that... I have a feeling the reason why there's water in there is to keep it cool and for it not to explode. So you'd think it wouldn't explode because it's in water, wouldn't you? But I don't know to believe or not to believe it. Or does it make it more efficient, or... I wonder what it does. That's one of these things which is just going through my head. Will it explode, or what is going to go wrong with it? Something is going to go wrong sometime. I have a feeling something's going to explode rather soon in this series. Okay, let's just fill up all these water buckets and start putting them in, because it seems to actually produce... This one seemed to produce more power with the water than all of these three just a minute ago, so... Let's just take all the water we have in here. Right, and that one's done. Has this water gone down? See, that water's gone down now. So do we actually need to funnel water into these, or... a little bit confused. Because obviously it's not going to be placed by hand, because as you saw by that one over there, it was going down very quickly. Well, I say this is a very inquisitive... that's not a word. Why was I trying to say that word which I can't say? This has been a very interesting and learning episode with water mills. So if anyone knows anything about these, I'm actually going to probably... There's no way to turn them off actually, so they wouldn't explode. There's no way to turn... I have no idea, but my name is AuXDubz, and this has been me experimenting with water mills. I'm definitely going to do some research, so I'm going to probably log off here and hope they don't explode. But as I said, my name has been AuXDubz. Please remember to answer the one last minute question, which is a new feature I'm doing. It's going to help me understand if people actually sort of watch the whole video, and it will help me ask a pretty interesting question. I mean, the first question was, you know, on the second episode, what would you like to call out the space? And we had a few interesting submissions, and I just read some comments on the third episode, and we also had a few comments from there. So I'm really glad, and it actually makes you work so much better when you do YouTube, when you actually know people are watching right to the end, because sometimes you feel like people just, you know, watch a few minutes of it and then turn it off, and sometimes that's what I do with some videos which I'm not interested within the first few minutes, but it's really good to hear people are actually watching the whole video. But apart from that, my name is AuXDubz. I need to do some research indeed, as you probably saw. But yeah, I'll see you guys another time. Bye!